As you can see, the windows are very dirty back here, just from driving in the snow. You take the 161 shuttle up here?
Yeah, it's good because I only have to sit around for 10 minutes.
And to be honest though, they run that thing till almost 2 in the morning. Because a lot of drivers use that, right? To go back to Stony. Right. I have a bunch of hot chocolate at the house, eh? Do you find winter makes you sluggish? Today it's only snowing on and off though, so it's not the worst thing. I'm not a fan of these buses really, but it's a good switch up once in a while, right? Something a bit different. They can give you that bus if you want it. The old school Nova. I hope you get a bunch of Anderson work. I hope you get like 6 pieces. So far, this bus isn't that bad.
It's alright. The other driver said the tires aren't as good as what were on the other one.
Oh, you always find something. Sometimes you don't though. You get a bus that you can find nothing wrong with. I watched some of our old footage together last night.
Oh yeah, you did?
On 7750 on the 14, that bus you had. It's at Stony now. You know what that means? You know they decommissioned buses up there now. They used it. Yeah. It's sad to see the old buses go, but if they break down, right, there's nothing you can do if it's not repairable, right? $77.50 was one hell of a unit. One of my favorite buses. You probably remember that bus very well. If you compare 7750 to this bus, 7750 would make a lot of noise and this one is so quiet. Maybe the 8's one of the routes where she has to speak every stop. Approach it, right? Whatever you do, take it if you have to, but do not, you know, like, I mean, I know you don't like the Route 2 or the 6 or the 7. It goes through a sketchy area. The 2 is not bad at 78th Avenue.
It's just the 17th part.
And the downtown, right?
Yeah, it's just too many people around.
And it's sketchy, especially if you do it at night and you gotta take the bus back to the garage at like 1:45 in the morning. You finish on some, depending on what key, depending on the key you're doing. It's gonna be a cold one tomorrow. tomorrow.
Yeah, minus 17.
Yeah, I checked your the key you were doing, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna get to go back to the garage. But it's gonna feel like you're gonna finish at like 2 in the morning because it's dark so early, right?
At least it's quick back to the garage. Like last week it was an hour to get back.
Hour.
Yeah, because I finished at the hospital.
Why couldn't you finish at Mackenzie Town or something? That would make more sense. Were you late nights?
No, I was down at like 8:12 or something like that.
Oh, but you go out of service
Yeah,
there.
I go out of service down there.
Finishing at the hospital isn't the best. Because you have to go around and then you get a loop around to get back on the main drag.
Yeah.
How much time do they give you to get back to the garage like last week?
I think they give you like a full hour, although it only really took me about a good 45 minutes or so.
But if the weather's bad, you're gonna need that hour.
Exactly. You're running late already.
Did you run late last week at all?
I did.
5 minutes, right?
I got up to about 10 minutes late at one point.
Well, the 23 has so many lights.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Arctics are so slow.
Yep.
Can you believe Vic Park does not clean their buses every night? That's not very healthy.
No, that's not great.
Especially when the buses are out constantly. And you know what? What if they're on a school run with a bunch of kids? You're gonna want them to clean them after. What's for lunch today?
Oh, today it's leftover pierogies and pork chop. Yeah. How about you? What'd you have?
I had a chicken sandwich this afternoon.
Nice.
Toasted.
Okay, that's good. Homemade or from a restaurant?
My dad just put some leftover chicken he made on there. And I know you don't like waiting at your time points, but if you don't, you know what will happen.
Yeah, but I know you do have to leave a couple minutes late for this, but I left on Pointe, and I thought maybe the roads would slow me down, and then they didn't, so.
And you know what they would be doing? Go around the block. You're too early.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what blocks to go around here.
You would get way off route.
Oh my god.
Then you end up like 30 minutes late. The roads are a little greasy today, but it could be worse, right? What?
Well, this used to be like just a stop, but now it's a roundabout.
I don't like routes with lots of roundabouts when you have to turn every single time,
Yeah.
and you get confused. It seems like you're in North Pointe almost every 2 hours with the duration of the route, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been watching that.
One thing you're gonna like about this route, it's a duration of different spots of the north end of the city. You're not doing station to station. That can get boring after a while, right? Again next week.
Next week I'm there, so I'm gonna try to get a weekly in, so that I don't have to be there.
Oh, don't do, if you can help it, don't go on spare.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully I can get something. I should be able to.
Would you rather go on spare or do the one for the whole week?
I'd rather do the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's not a desirable route.
Tells me how bad I want to be on spare.
Maybe you can get something out of Vic Park next week.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, so you don't have to do it. Like, can you request to get a weekly bid or just hope that you get one?
Well, the way it works is all the weekly work comes, you see it all, and then you put down what you want.
Yeah.
And it's all just arranged by seniority, so, the guy
Because-
kind of gets, if he's doing something I want, he gets it, kind of thing. And then you kind of go down. It's all computerized.
Because honestly though, for your last week of this sign up, you're not gonna want to do spare. But I mean, it worked out. Remember, one week you were supposed to be on spare board, and then you ended up doing your same routes all week long, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully I'll get something.
You can get like the max till or something.
Or maybe the Route 11. That would be perfect.
The Route 11 is so chill.
I love it.
But then again, with ridership going up, it's so busy now during rush hour. The guy on the 11, he gets a standing load, a couple standing loads almost. A seated load and maybe about 10 standing. Ever since Anderson has opened back up, I've seen the difference of routes that weren't busy for a long time. They are busy now. I wouldn't want to do the 12 at 3 o'clock, start at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that one gets really busy.
It's been a long time since you've done a rush hour key.
Yeah, like a downtown rush hour.
But I mean, like, you know how where you go, like for example, take a bus from a garage and do a 14 or something from the garage. Going from the garage to do a 14 though, you know you're gonna get slammed. Have you went in service on the 14 before, like in service for rush hour? So you're one of the extras. They have an Arctic out of Stony for rush hour on that route now. People were complaining that the rush hour key was a Nova out of Stony, but it would always be jam-packed. So they had to change it, right? No wonder. Because the 14 behind Peter, that's the Stony Extra. And that one would always be slammed when Peter would be full. So they put an Arctic on it, and when I saw it, I'm like, thank God you guys changed that. And I was able to run the routes and everything. I would put the Arctic out around 3 o'clock to do its service on the 14. I would say they need an Arctic about 3:05 p.m. on the 14. Because the one that comes in at 3:10, the single bus 14, one of the all-day runs, gets a pretty good load. So if you have that Arctic in earlier, you can split half and half. Honestly, I would appreciate this bus in the snow. They perform so well in the snow.
Yeah, so far so good, really.
Having a slower takeoff actually helps. Like the old buses in the snow, if you push it, they take off too quickly, so you can't get traction. You could do the 82 today if you want. And I hear it's not good in the winter. And didn't you get stuck a couple times? Yeah, when I would come on with you the next day, you would tell me I got stuck yesterday and had to put the salt down. You're gonna get jealous. I bought some Ferrero Rocher recently. I bought 30 of them and they were gone within a 5-day span. Right. Even though I don't imagine you can control your...
Notice I'm a little bit allergic to hazelnuts.
Right.
So I could probably have like 2 or 3 and be okay.
Right, I forgot about that. You're allergic to them.
Yeah, a little bit, but not terrible.
But if you overdo it, it will come on. They are addicting though. No wonder I eat so many at once. Just like you with that turtle, you wasted your money on just one turtle because it had no air or filling in it. And of course it's the one that you open, of course, that's empty. Oh, but that's dangerous.
Kind
Right?
of was, yeah.
So you had to kind of leap across like quickly.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was a little bit like not good, right? Like, especially in rush hour, like it took a while.
We took this way out to Nolan Hill, right? Or is that the other? Yeah, this is the main hub. Yeah. Oh, I'm hoping you don't get spare board work all week. That will.
I think I'll be okay.
Even if you have to do the max yellow or the 302, just take it, right?
Oh, I would love the next yellow, yeah. The 302? Yeah, I guess. I'll take it.
It's better than going on spare. And you might have to get up at 3 in the morning if you do spare. That's the thing. And you're not a happy camper at 3 in the morning.
No thanks.
How are the dogs doing?
They're good. I bought them both Christmas sweaters, so they look really cute. I'll send you a picture.
Are they barkers?
They're barkers. Yeah.
So if I ring the doorbell right now, they would go crazy.
Yeah, it would be a lot. A lot of barking. A lot of barking.
How do you get them to settle down?
Oh, I mean, just try to distract them.
But say if I kept ringing the doorbell, they wouldn't settle down.
They wouldn't. They'd go crazy.
Is it kind of like they do the run around in the circles thing and
Yeah, a
stuff?
little bit, yeah. Back and forth, around and around, yeah.
So your house is chaotic enough, I guess.
It's a bit much, yeah.
Or if they see a dog outside, right? You don't leave them out for too long, though, else they'll just sit there and go nuts.
Yeah, exactly. They get cold as well.
Well, if a dog is walking by, they'll be too fixated on that to be cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Are they loud too, like loud barkers?
The bigger one is louder. The little one is loud, but not as loud.
But I mean, when they're both going off, it makes it ear piercing.
Yeah,
Right?
both of them, yeah. Quite a lot.
You see how long my beard is now?
Yeah, it's really gross,
Yeah. Good for winter though.
eh? Oh, yeah?
Keep me warm.
That's right. Are you gonna probably get full? Like, how long do you want it?
Only so long. Sometimes I just have to trim it, right? It gets too itchy, and you know when you scratch, it flakes, right? So that gets kind of irritating. Oh, thank God you have ABS today.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Without it, you would be going all over the place. You would almost want to get a change-off bus. In this weather, you gotta have your anti-brake system working.
That's true, yeah.
It prevents you from slipping and losing control too, right?
How's the temperature back there?
Oh, it's actually quite warm.
Is it too warm? I have no control over it. It's like
No,
automatic.
it's okay.
Whatever it is, it is.
Oh, you have no control over it.
No, it just keeps to a preset temperature. I don't know what that is. Maybe 20 degrees, maybe, I don't know. 18.
If it was 26, I wouldn't be able to handle it.
Okay.
I would have to take my jacket off.
Yeah.
I hate overheating, Stacy. They say it's 80 through here, but these buses never get up to 80 too often. What are you going right now?
I'm going like 65.
Now, if you had an old bus, it would get up to 80, no problem. When we go this way, I always think, okay, are we turning to go to Brentwood? No, we're going the other way.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm not a fan of Brentwood at night either. You know those shelters
oh, yeah.
later at night, they're so sketchy.
Inside the station, it's just like, okay. Walk quickly past, walk
I would rather be at a station outside of downtown that's not so bad though. I've done it later at night waiting for a train and I don't like downtown period. But I'm doing a Stephen Avenue walk on Wednesday night. I've signed up for a bunch of holiday event stuff. And we're going to see the lights. And it's gonna be -2, but I'm gonna bundle up because we're not meeting till 5. And downtown it's colder with the buildings. Oh, we got a big heavy rescue truck going by. Or some type of unit. Yeah. Hazmat rescue. There's an urchin. He's off though. Might be going to do a school run. You kind of have to, right? Let's just say I did not capture that. So what's your timing wise here? Still 2 minutes?
Nope, I'm right on the money.
Yeah. So you're in and out, I guess.
I might have a couple minutes at Brentwood by the time I get there. We'll see. Right now I'm right on time.
I'm surprised if you get a couple minutes there because these buses are so slow. You just like driving like a maniac. I know you like going fast.
I
That forever. What are they doing?
Yeah, like they tore up that whole part there. And they got this apartment building going in.
I don't eat Rotten Ronnie's anymore.
No, I mean, I haven't been there for a long time myself.
You're not missing out.
No.
I feel bloated if I eat it. Because there's so much garbage in that food. But did you hear they're opening a new concept here in Calgary?
Yeah, like what?
Drive-through with a twist. Where you it's good, like a walk-through. You can walk through and order. I say that would be interesting though. There should be more of that.
Yeah, because like not everybody has a car.
Yeah, so a drive-through except a walk-through concept where they have a path you can order and then just walk up type of thing. That's the only thing about Five Guys. They need drive-throughs.
Yeah, I feel like Five Guys, it's too, like, there's too much personalization. You know what I mean? Where you're like,
But I tell you, the money they can make on any given day, my God. And they have poutine there now, I think. I think they do. I saw a lady with the Five Guys bag, and she brought out poutine, and I asked my dad, that's poutine? I'm like, that might be from here, you know.
do you guys have a Five Guys over here?
No. Closest one, I got to go to Senridge. They should put one in Chestermere. Chestermere's growing so much. And I mean, they would make a lot of money. Speaking of Chestermere, I haven't done the Chestermere part yet. You know where the Max Purple go. I don't like that route very much though. Put me on the if I was a bus driver, put me on the Max Orange instead. Like, so if you're doing it through the week though, 16th Avenue is so busy, and if you're doing it during rush hour, you end up being 10 minutes late on your Max Orange just because it's busy on the 16th Avenue part.
Yeah. They need more bus only lanes. You know?
On the Max Orange especially.
It made a huge difference on the 23, like such a big difference.
Oh, they have bus only lanes there now, do they?
It's just like night and day. You know, it's so much better. Just don't get stuck.
It doesn't matter if you have bus only lanes on the Max Purple, you're stopping at every light.
Yeah, that one is incredible.
And you can't even go fast, right? You can give her a little bit on that one part, like once you're out of the transit lane, you can go about 60.
Yeah. Well, and that one part over the river on that bridge,
Right.
that's not bad.
If it all was like that.
Yeah. But I think they lowered the speed on that as well. Like, it used to be 70. And then they lowered it to like 60 or 50 or something.
But there's no reason why you cannot go 70 on that part.
They don't want us to have fun.
Oh, right.
Right?
We're doing a bunch of different parts of Route 65. The 105 stops here. I think it does.
I don't think it stops at that one, but along there, the other way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done the 65?
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Except the Market Mall.
I don't like the Market Mall. Like, I don't mind that.
Yeah, you know what? The 65 isn't bad. Isn't a bad route at all. And you know what? When you get to downtown, you don't have a lot of time, so you're pretty much in and out, which is a good thing. It's weird. I thought you would normally go right into Brentwood, but you gotta circle around first.
Well, yeah, we just go in through this way. Back way or front way?
Oh, please don't tell me you're gonna get us lost.
No, we're good. I looked at the map. I know where we're going.
Yeah. I don't imagine these U2 cars are liking the cold too much. Pardon? Right, for the Green Line. Oh, I wanted to tell you, they had a simulator set up of Anderson of the Green Line, and you can drive the new trains in a simulation. Imagine me doing that if I got special permission. I would be all over that. They would have to tell me follow the speed limit. Yeah, they have a simulation of it at Anderson. Imagine if I got special permission, I could just put my phone in a GoPro holder and record it of me driving it. That would be awesome. I'll have something new to add to the fleet in years to come. And they're not the boring S200s. They're, I think they're Italian trains. They're coming from Italy, actually. Well, the cities wanted to go away from Siemens because they really don't like our new trains that are replacing the U2s. A lot of the city isn't happy with them because their computer is breaking down. We're doing a part of an 82 right now, too. One person out of all that, they must be waiting for the 82 or the Max Orange. You don't do the Max Orange very often, eh? Well, it's out of Stony during the week, right? And it's not like you want to work out of Stony every week. Go to the university or no? We just go by, right? Because we're getting close to the medical center. I didn't want to meet you there today. There's no parking.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
And if there is, payment.
Was there quite a bit of parking at North Pointe?
Oh yeah, you can always find a spot.
Yeah.
And like ever since they done that major construction project, where they put in the bus lanes, it's less confusing because you know where to park and know where to not be in, right? Don't be in the bus lane. They did a real good job with those bus lanes there.
That's nice. Yeah. It kind of spreads everything out a bit.
Approaching Terminal 3 and 32.
When did you take the bus over? 207?
Yep.
I wasn't in a rush to get there right away though because I checked your timing and you have like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to have lunch, by all means.
Yeah, that's fine. But that might be the most time I have all day. I don't know.
Yeah. We're basically almost at Foothills now. Oh, you know there's a Five Guys along here somewhere, I think. That's not a good location. The burgers aren't bad and they're actually really good. There's just no parking. There's ACH. Well, you stop there as well or near it.
And I go right by it on the way back and kind of go into it.
I wanted to ask you, did you ever hear the condition on the driver on the 23 about the bad accident that occurred?
No, I haven't really heard anything for a while.
I don't imagine he's back to work yet, or if he'll ever come back.
I don't know. It's pretty serious, though,
Totaled the front end of the bus. I don't imagine he may not even come back to work, eh? The poor old guy.
Yeah, maybe not, right? Like, that's pretty bad injuries.
From what I've heard, it was pretty serious.
I think he was in the hospital for like 3 or 4 months, maybe.
Oh, gee, then that's life-threatening.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they don't like to keep you in there too long if they can get rid of you, they're happy to do it. So, if you get there that long, it's like pretty serious.
Was he off the bus you just passed? He might be waiting to go into service, but... How is it getting back to Stony at night? Are you busy behind lots of buses?
Honestly, no. There's nobody before or after me all week.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
I imagine if you finished at rush hour, there would be though.
Oh, yeah.
Drive. And RW building.
It's the same thing at Stony. You park the bus and they just take it over.
Yeah, you parked it in, like, in a lane.
They used to let you take it through the wash and everything.
Yeah, they would take it through, but you would stay with them and then they'd jump off and you'd go park it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they must have figured it's easier to do it this way now.
Yeah, it's just quicker for them to do it. They don't have to pay us to do it. They
Oh,
would get that.
right. I'm almost surprised that they don't put an Arctic on a route like this. But then again, in the winter, you would have issues, right? How long ago did you do this route? Okay. They need to add more self work for more Anderson work up north though. That would be nice for the drivers. If we still had 7600s running, there would be a few broken down today. There'll be 27 next year.
Oh wow.
If you wanted to keep them running for that long, you would have to gut the whole thing basically and do like the rebuild for each bus would be millions of dollars. Maybe for one or two buses that have always been really good in the series, if you need them for extras, then it would be worth it.
Yeah.
But not to repair and rebuild a whole fleet.
No.
Especially at their age.
The industrial park?
Oh, 409 Douglas still, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done it like since it changed. I don't think I have.
Because now it goes from Anderson all the way up to that industrial park and back.
Yeah.
Wonder how many kilometers this bus has on it.
Tell you. 174,000. Wait. 190?
1,000?
Yeah.
It's got a while to go.
Yeah.
For a bus that's gonna be 4 years old, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, not bad.
I will give these buses one thing: they burn so much better than diesel. Cleaner too. Oh, by a long shot.
No, we talked about that lake. Very close to the lake, but not very close. Not really close. Where we got one. Where you get from? Yeah, we're going to have a party. Take the other one. Grab something.
public meeting when I put my hand up to it. I'm like, there. Roke was there, so I said, we started laughing. I was like, wow. And I didn't know she everyone finally went to my I know, I mean, her makeup looked boring because I saw her on a date. I think how the business. Being in Francis, I was like, he went to my old elementary school. And I was like,
Now you can make like $10 and I'll buy it. Don't be great to go to Italy right now.
we were slammed there for a while.
Yeah, the way it's called the garden.
Are we here yet, or
Yeah, we're here already.
Yeah.